No longer shaken.
Hey, you can get plasma grenades now.
You're already experimenting. So, I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to take an engineer off duty to be a nurse.
You would think it'd be the scientists who'd have that role, not the engineers.
I guess the engineers work the
Just
machines.
give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
I was gonna say work the sheets, but okay.
Just one engineer works the sheets. All the other ones are in a position under
Come here,
her.
Shen.
Oh no, I just need the supply drop to get the Gauss rifle. It's already researched.
It's been slow going.
That's what I was
but I've made
saying.
headway
Shen
interfacing
needs
our
to get the
equipment
fucking let out
with
before I do it for
technology
her.
Still embedded throughout the ship.
A scientist.
Avenger
I have to
plotting new
investigate this
course.
rumor.
Fuck your rumors.
Our scientists are in a bad spot right now. We got dragon rounds.
What?
We got dragon rounds.
What a drag.
Okay, UFO hunts the Avenger.
Remote reconnaissance
Actually
indicates
piss off.
the aliens have a UFO hunting for our position. We need
You
to
got
be
a
careful about
scientist.
where we pick our flight paths.
Excellent. 3 days for supplies, and then
plotting
also
new
supply
course.
drop. That seems like a good idea.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
We will spend the intel. One block in the Avatar project, acid shots, or an alien facility. Okay, I'll get the supply drop after I get these supplies. Slow down game. Acid grenade, my actual favorite.
Strategic resource located.
What about a mimic grenade?
The mimic beacon isn't
Avenger
from experimental
plotting new
grenades, though.
course.
No, I'm saying like a mimic grenade that makes like multiple mimics.
It's like treasure chest with teeth.
These findings will likely prove
We've
crucial to
researched
our ongoing
psionics.
efforts, Commander.
Assign new research. I'll leave this up for a brief moment in case people want to read it later. We have some instant
Knowing
autopsies.
that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure
Charlotte
the
did the
crew
cutscene play
appreciates that
for.
I honed my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging
This corpse
our
looks
own
like an
wounded.
hole face.
To the uninitiated, the common
This
Advent
corpse looks
trooper
like an
is
own a
seemingly
hole
human.
face.
The aliens have
Look at that
disguised
nose.
this
You would know.
glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet. Despite a thorough analysis,
Okay, battle
I have yet to
scanner.
discover what, if
It's
any,
like a really useful
advantage
item
the
that
Advent
almost never
hybrid
gets
soldiers'
used.
enormous eyes provide. Testing
Pretty
their
much.
visual acuity, the Advent
And
Stun
we get a
Lancer
Stun
was
Lancer.
apparently outfitted with the intention of serving as a civilian peacekeeping unit within
Also
the
has
city
the own a hole
center.
face.
Although they are equipped with weapons capable of administering non-lethal blows, recent reports
back.
indicate an increasingly aggressive stance taken by these units. Although Advent clearly intended for these
You got
units
the
to
arc
be their
blade.
means of dealing with
It's really
any
good.
unruly civilians within the city centers, it
Adds a
seems
stun
they have
effect
come
to our
rely
melee
on more
attacks.
brutal means of pacification in the time since.
Okay. I'm gonna do these autopsies first because they're
The
quick.
turrets we see employed by Advent throughout their various facilities and
We
security
desperately need
checkpoints
that armor,
are
though.
automated,
But we
much
don't
in
have
the
the
same way the
scientists to
alien
make it
mechanized
worthwhile.
units are. A significant amount of time was likely spent developing the optical sensors and targeting system. which I expect Shin will want to
I can't
thoroughly
remember.
examine
I think
following the
this
disassembly
autopsy in
process.
2 days gives us a new gremlin. How are
Advent has made
finances right
steady
now?
progress in convincing the remaining civilian populace to migrate to their city centers, with the propaganda campaign providing a
Not good
constant
enough,
stream of
unfortunately.
reminders as to the benefits of migration.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Maybe if the supply drop would be so kind. The defense matrix. Okay, so this lets us make our own turrets to defend the ship if the saucer ever catches us. It's actually pretty good.
I am at a
let's
loss
do
for
this guy
words
next.
to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature, affectionately known
It has such
as
a sad
the
face.
Faceless, to our troops. The nebulous form of its physical structure, including a pliable, semi-solid outer layer, seems to be slowly degrading now that the creature has expired. There is also
After we get
a
these
pungent
supplies and
odor
build some
that
gear,
only seems to grow
we will
stronger as
probably
time
do
passes.
a facility. The Blacksite facilities are pretty important. Okay. Fortunately, I can't spare the resources for new staff.
New orders, Commander?
We are going to build a rifle, a sword, a battle scanner, just to have one. Then I have 0 wounded. So take that engineer out. Do this. And then we go to the workshop.
Maximum power consumption reached.
We don't have enough. So we're going to use the power coil to make a power relay. Then we'll build a workshop here, and that'll let us staff these rooms with gremlins. Since we're shorthanded on engineers. Okay. Intel.
This one is returned.
Cool. Can't make any more contacts.
You're dropping frames like crazy.
Hopefully the VOD turns
Not like
out well.
crazy. Like maybe not dropping frames per se, it's just laggy. Like it's like you're running at 30 FPS as opposed to 60.
Definitely sucks.
It's still watchable, it's not that bad, but
Setting
I think we're gonna
course
try the
for
Blacksite.
Eastern U.S. precinct.
I mean it's strange
Commander,
this
we'll
sounds
need to
maybe
have
better
one
if
of
I
our
wasn't
troops
like
equipped
weren't
with
a party or
skulljack
something.
for
I don't
use in the
fucking
field if we're going to make any progress towards our current objective.
I don't know. Okay. Dragon rounds for the sniper.
know. Shaq's like, hey, I like not dying.
Shaq, you're gonna get an acid grenade.
Why does Shaq get the acid? What if I want the acid?
I'd rather give a sniper acid rounds.
I want some acid.
Let's skull. If I skulljack an
Let's-
officer, that'll summon the Codex. I don't want to summon a Codex during a Blacksite mission, so I'll put on nanoscale best.
If you line it up, though, the codexes aren't that hard to kill.
I don't think that I have the equipment to one-shot a codex right now. And since Blacksite missions summon reinforcements,
Skyranger deployed.
In position to drop.
guaranteed,
I must never stick around long enough.
I might not have the option. This is our first Blacksite, so I think we have to go through all the story dialogue and stuff.
The first ones are easy.
The first one's pretty brutal. Like, it's a big map.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Our contacts in the local resistance have
Like, I
shown
find
us how to
the
access
first Blacksite to be
Blacksite.
incredibly
The
easy.
aliens worked hard to keep this place under the radar, and we don't know what
I
we're gonna
always
find
get
in
dickered
there.
on it.
Keep your heads up. Expect heavy opposition.
Not just dicked. Dicker. It's actually every Blacksite after this that I have a good time with.
Well, yeah, I have a good time with all of them, but, I mean, the later ones seem more difficult for me, at least.
I don't want to alarm you, Shaq, but the survival rate of Grenadiers on the first Blacksite mission is pretty low. Now, for being a download, it takes an awful long time to load the game. Like, I might as well be reading it off a disc.
I'm surprised you're not.
I'm so jealous, though. I've seen people play War of the Chosen on PC, and it just, like, loads instantly.
That's pretty nice.
I don't know if that's because War of the Chosen is so much more optimized
We've
than
confirmed
vanilla.
the Blacksite is in your immediate vicinity.
But-
Infiltrate and investigate the area. Expect heavy resistance.
So
Neutralize
jelly.
all hostile contacts.
Yeah, and the other thing about the first Blacksite mission is Central puts down the extraction pad. In all the other ones, you drop the pad.
Well, yeah, and that allows you to just basically say, fuck the mission, within, like, one turn.
So that's the other thing. Can't wait till we can build a power relay though. So I'd really like to buy some permanent squad upgrades.
Getting it done.
Okay, still no eyes, so we can probably just line up at our leisure.
Moving out.
I'll probably climb all the way to the top of this building.
On the move.
Well, like, I want to build the Guerrilla Tactics School lets me buy permanent upgrades. There's one you can get that gives you extra movement for the first 2 turns if you're still concealed.
Copy that.
If I didn't have an idea of where the pods tend to spawn in this mission, I probably wouldn't go for such a long move into the Fog of War. But yeah, there's basically no enemies until the other side of this building.
Moving out. On Overwatch.
I think we'll just post up most of the rest of the year.
Time to motor.
I'd like to take the turret out in one shot, if possible. It's going to annoy the Christ out of me because we're going to lose our concealment when we destroy the turret. But if we don't destroy the turret, we're going to lose it anyway.
If you have grenades and you throw a grenade at the base of the turret, it'll destroy it. Even if it doesn't kill it.
Yeah, because
if you drop a turret, it instantly dies.
Yeah. I don't think I can get an angle on a grenade, though.
Although, the act of throwing the grenade will inherently reveal you, so...
82% chance to either kill it or leave it with 1 HP. Or rapid fire, 67% chance.
What do you want, 2 coin flips or 1 almost sure thing?
I just want it dead. I think rapid fire would be better if I had precisely enough damage to kill it.
X-ray neutralized. We're visible here.
Fucking turret.
Stepping off.
Okay, Angela's in a weird place because she's like a half and half. So we'll move her up.
We've got admin here.
Oh, sectoid, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, come upstairs and see what happens.
Sectoids are annoying. At least it's not an advent priest. Those things will pretty much make you want to rip your dick off.
I kind of hate this, but I do need the sectoid to die before this mind control people.
Not really. If you mind control someone, just kill him.
He's going to die
Seems
if he
doable.
shows his face around here again.
Overwatch.
I dropped him to the next floor. You know, getting knocked out, getting stunned, and getting mind controlled are the worst things that happen in this game since we have so few people. What a shot! Damn, I want him on my team. Sir, you fucked that guy up. You lit him on fire with your pistol.
Eat a cock.
Okay, well before anything else happens,
He shot me in the shoulder. It fucking hurt.
I'm just gonna drop the gremlin heal where it counts.
And where's that?
On your face. Good shit. Missed.
I'll
That's
get him next
okay.
time.
He's on fire. Let's just do an aid protocol since apparently that advent is the best shot in the universe. Shaq has 75% chance to ensure your safety.
Shaq's in alive.
Hostile
He's done it.
terminated.
Those fucking sunglasses, man.
No problem.
They
boss.
improve his accuracy, apparently. 93% chance for the stallion.
Did you see that one?
I'd have to question a little bit what's going on if you're in a military situation and your friends start calling you stallion.
Alright. We already know how Shaq got his name.
Okay. I'm gonna move you
Good to
over
go.
here. Get some eyes.
I'm going.
I'm just gonna ease everybody up.
Are those?
Bodies.
You should have made Shaq's middle name Diesel. Then you could have done Shaq Diesel
Entire
Nuts.
facility. The aliens are still
No,
abducting people.
we decided
From
that
the
we
looks
wanted
of
to
it,
put
they
them.
may never have stopped after the
No,
invasion.
No, I know, but I'm
Those
just saying.
containers look like they
I
have
just thought of that.
self-contained
It's
power
kinda funny.
cells. It could be some kind of stasis system. It's possible at least some of those people might still be alive.
I actually can't
Scanning.
do anything when Shen's talking, so bear with me.
Double time.
Hey Shen, shut up and do your job.
I may as well go long here,
Got it. Moving.
since I need to be in melee range to be useful.
It can be useful.
Oh, by the way, I used that character data in my off camera and made myself into a Psy Trooper. It's like Santa Claus,
I'm going.
because your hair turns white.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want for Christmas? I want a bullet to the head.
A bullet to the head.
Yeah, I have a bullet. It's on the house.
I can handle that.
Better than a bullet to cock.
Advent has expanded their rail network to touch every
After
city
remaking
center
the
they've
version of
built.
Prince Albert.
And this looks like the end of the line, at least for this area. No need to ask twice.
I'm really trying to pop the turrets that are surely on this building, because there's always turrets on top of this building.
Scanning.
I'm on it.
Got it covered.
There's usually
Seems doable.
a muton ambush out here somewhere.
I'm on it.
Seems doable. Come get some.
I'm all over it.
Let's go along with Shaq since he has so much HP.
Advent forces sighted.
There's some bad guys. We have Overwatches set up, so they should get pegged.
You like watching people get pegged?
It's like that song, Peggy and the Shits.
Hit the armor.
Peggy and the Shits. Good job.
Target eliminated.
The mech was honestly the one that worried me. Okay, we got a mark, which does not end his turn. Good dodge there.
I'm taking fire.
Smoked that guy.
Not
He
too
just
shabby.
stuck like the tip of his penis around that corner and then got sniped by a shotgun. It was like destiny.
Right? Well, not these days. Destiny 1 at least. Destiny 2 is
No
not
problem,
like
boss.
that yet.
It's too early to tell. The long-range shotgun game is working out.
Running dry on ammo.
I'm worried, though, that we haven't encountered any turrets yet. I'm hopeful that maybe they're not going to put turrets in the building since they put them back there.
They might not have.
Will do.
You have just enough movement points to get into a sweet sniping spot to cover that door next turn.
Fuck yeah.
Good to go.
Alright, so since we're not on a timer, I'm actually just going to take this turn to make sure everyone's reloaded.
It's killing time. Come and get some.
Even people don't necessarily need to
Back
reload,
online.
might as well,
Affirmative. Covering now.
since we're not moving.
Ready to engage. I'm on it.
And next turn, we'll open the door.
Let's rock. Overwatch.
There's usually like 2 guys in there, and sometimes a sectoid depending on what stage in the game you're in. Well, let's walk in and see.
So many
Also get a mini cutscene.
processed with such proficiency.
This scene's actually
For
pretty
some
cool.
sort of weapon, perhaps.
Looks more like a
It changes
refinery to me,
how the
Doctor.
entire
Once we
building
get our
feels
hands on that
when those
sample.
vials sink down.
We'll know for sure.
Yeah.
There's a mech in here this time. Apparently haven't noticed me. Ah, they're just out of range.
Come get some.
Bastards.
I can handle that. Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm
We're
going.
gonna reposition.
Got it covered.
I'm actually going to move Durf over
Affirmative.
here. We might have a shot.
Hey, you hear anything?
What's that noise? I like how Shaq has hollow targeting, but proceeds to one-shot everything anyway.
Target neutralized. Admin forces on the ground.
And since the aliens discovered us on their turn, they don't get to attack. So this was an absolute perfect ambush.
Got nothing.
Rick does not have a shot.
I'm on it.
How about now? Get some lightning hands. And then
Deflection.
you just need to hit him. Even if you miss, well, no, you don't. Good. Did you get a promotion?
Hostile target down. Evidence located.
Sack of shit.
On the move.
Well, like, I want to build the Guerrilla Tactics School lets me buy permanent upgrades. There's one you can get that gives you extra movement for the first 2 turns if you're still concealed.
Copy that.
If I didn't have an idea of where the pods tend to spawn in this mission, I probably wouldn't go for such a long move into the fog of war. But yeah, there's basically no enemies until the other side of this building.
Moving out. On Overwatch.
I think we'll just post up most of the rest of the gear.
Time to motor.
I'd like to take the turret out in one shot, if possible. It's going to annoy the Christ out of me because we're going to lose
Double time.
our concealment when we destroy the turret. But if we don't destroy the turret, we're going to lose it anyway.
If you have grenades and you throw a grenade at the base of the turret, it'll destroy it. Even if it doesn't kill it.
Yeah, because...
If you drop a turret, it instantly dies.
Yeah. I don't think I can get an angle on a grenade, though.
Although, the act of throwing the grenade will inherently reveal it, so...
82% chance to either kill it or leave it with 1 HP. Or rapid fire, 67% chance.
What do you want, 2 coin flips or 1 almost sure thing?
I just want it dead. I think rapid fire would be better if I had precisely enough damage to kill it.
X-ray neutralized. We're visible here.
Fuck you, turret.
Stepping off.
Okay, Angela's in a weird place because she's like a half and half. So we'll move her up.
We've got admin here.
Oh, sectoid, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, come upstairs and see what happens.
Sectoids are annoying. At least it's not an advent priest. Those things will pretty much make you want to rip your dick off.
I kind of hate this, but I do need the sectoid to die before there's mind control people.
Not really. If you mind control someone, just kill him.
He's going to die
Seems
if he
doable.
shows his face around here again.
Overwatch.
I dropped him to the next floor. You know, getting knocked out, getting stunned, and getting mind controlled are the worst things that happen in this game since we have so few people. What a shot! Damn, I want him on my team. Derp, you fucked that guy up. You lit him on fire with your pistol.
Eat a cock.
Okay, well before anything else
He
happens,
shot me in the shoulder. It fucking hurt.
I'm just gonna
Go
drop the
medical.
gremlin heal where it counts.
And where's that?
On your face. Good shit. Missed.
I'll
That's
get him next
okay.
time.
He's on fire. Let's just do aid protocol since apparently that advent is the best shot in the universe. Shaq has 75% chance to ensure your safety.
Shaq's in alive.
Hostile
He's done it.
terminated.
Those fucking sunglasses, man.
No problem.
They
boss.
improve his accuracy, apparently. 93% chance for the stallion.
Did you see that one?
I'd have to question a little bit what's going on if you're in a military situation and your friends start calling you Stallion.
We already know how Shaq got his man.
Okay. I'm gonna move you
Good to
over
go.
here. Get some eyes.
I'm going.
I'm just gonna ease everybody up.
Are those?
Bodies.
You should have made Shaq's middle name Diesel. Then you could have done Shaq Diesel
Entire
Nuts.
facility. The aliens are still
No,
abducting people.
we decided
From
that
the
you
looks
wanted
of
to
it,
book
they
them.
may never have stopped after the
We
invasion.
No, I know, but I'm
These
just saying.
containers look like they
I
have
just thought of that.
self-contained
It's
power
kind of
cells.
funny.
It could be some kind of stasis system. It's possible at least some of those people might still be alive.
I actually can't
Scanning.
do anything when Shen's talking, so bear with me.
Double time.
Hey Shen, shut up and do your job.
I may as well go long here,
Got it. Moving.
since I need to be in melee range to be useful.
It can be useful.
Oh, by the way, I used that character data in my off camera and made myself into a side trooper. It's like Santa Claus,
I'm going.
because your hair turns white.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want for Christmas? I want a bullet to the head.
A bullet to the head.
Yeah, I have a bullet. It's on the house.
I can handle that.
Better than a bullet in the cock.
Advent has expanded their rail network to touch every
After
city
remaking
center
the
they've
version of
built.
Prince Albert.
And this looks like the end of the line, at least for this area. No need to ask twice.
I'm really trying to pop the turrets that are surely on this building, because there's always turrets on top of this building.
Scanning.
I'm on it.
Got it covered.
There's usually
Seems doable.
a muton ambush out here somewhere.
I'm on it.
Seems doable. Come get some.
I'm all over it.
Go along with Shax since he's so much HP.
Advent forces sighted.
There's some bad guys. We have Overwatches set up, so they should get pegged.
You like watching people fight?
It's like that song, Peggy and the Shits.
Hit the armor.
Peggy and the Shits. Good job.
Target eliminated.
The mech was honestly the one that worried me. There you go, a mark, which does not end his turn. Good dodge there.
I'm taking fire.
Smoked that guy.
Not
He just
shabby.
stuck like the tip of his penis around that corner and then got sniped by a shotgun. It was like Destiny.
Right? Well, not these days. Destiny 1 at least. Destiny 2 doesn't
No
have
problem,
that
boss.
yet.
It's too early to tell. The long-range shotgun game is working out.
Running dry on ammo.
I'm worried, though, that we haven't encountered any turrets yet. I'm hopeful that maybe they're not going to put turrets in the building since they put them back there.
They might not have.
Will do.
You have just enough movement points to get into a sweet sniping spot to cover that door next turn.
Fuck yeah.
Good to go.
Alright, so since we're not on a timer, I'm actually just going to take this turn to make sure everyone's reloaded.
It's killing time. Come and get some.
Even people don't necessarily need to
Back
reload,
online.
might as well,
Affirmative. Covering now.
since we're not moving.
Ready to engage. I'm on it.
And next turn, we'll open the door.
Let's rock. Overwatch.
There's usually like 2 guys in there. And sometimes a sectoid, depending on what stage in the game you're in. Well, let's walk in and see.
So many
We also get a mini cutscene.
processed with such brutal efficiency.
This
Test
scene's
subject
actually
for
pretty
some
cool.
sort of weapon, perhaps.
Looks more like a
It changes
refinery to me,
how the
Doctor.
entire
Once we
building
get our
feels
hands on that
when those
sample.
vials sink down.
We'll know for sure.
Yeah.
There's a mech in here this time. Apparently haven't noticed me. Ah, they're just out of range.
Come get some.
Bastards.
I can handle that. Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm
We're
going.
gonna reposition.
Got it covered.
I'm actually going to move Durf over
Affirmative.
here, where we might have a shot.
Hey, you hear anything?
What's that noise? I like how Shaq has holo targeting, but proceeds to one-shot everything anyway.
Target neutralized. Admin forces on the ground.
And since the aliens discovered us on their turn, they don't get to attack. So this was an absolute perfect ambush.
Got nothing.
Rick does not have a shot.
I'm on it.
How about now? Get some lightning hands. And then
Deflection.
you just need to hit him. Even if you miss, well, no, you are. Good. Did you get a promotion?
Hostile target down. Evidence located.
Sack of shit.
Looks like they called in some friends.
Oh god.
Alright, let's get out of here.
That looked pretty painful, honestly.
On the move.
So, everyone should be able to make it out this turn, and if not, then the reinforcements don't spawn until next turn.
Let's go.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure.
Your package is secure. Alright, so Angela's not going to make it out this turn.
Rolling out.
My package is always secure, mate.
You just keep it tied down on your lock and key.
Usually.
Back online. Affirmative. Cover
Chafes a
now.
little bit sometimes, but I'll live.
Alright, so also, I can't make it out. Shaq's the only one on Overwatch, but the enemies won't be able to do anything, so it doesn't matter. It was important to get Durf out since he was carrying the vial. If he died, we'd have to carry his corpse, and it'd be really annoying.
Hey, fuck you.
Admin forces sighted.
Leave my corpse alone.
Now, it's got the vial on it, to the whole thing.
My corpse
Disappointing
doesn't
miss
deserve
by
to be
Shaq.
insulted in that way.
I got nothing.
Well, now we'll just toodaloo right out right in front of these guys' faces.
No problem, boss.
Toodaloo right out.
Packing it in.
I think we could also take a shot and still extract, as long as we're standing in the extraction zone. But why tempt fate?
I'm out of here.
We already have some pretty serious wounds going on.
Right?
Seems
I thought we were going to lose someone on multiple occasions.
I'm going.
A good thing we didn't, huh?
Yeah. Especially when we got ambushed at the end by 2 pods at the same time. That were both double sectoid.
We just hit that.
You can't take 2 pods at the same time.
No, that's some weird anal play.
Doesn't have to be.
It'd be like a string of anal beads with no Brussels sprouts.
I'm not even gonna try and process what I just heard.
It's fine. Somebody somewhere will. And it'll cause implosion, form a black hole, and destroy the world.
Implosion, form a black hole, and destroy the world. Hell no.
And wait till you see what I'm going to do after lunch.
And wait till you see what I'm gonna... That's great.
A promotion?
Promotion?
Yeah, a running gun. Would have saved last mission.
Wait, who
Yes.
got running gun?
I did. You've been shaken.
Ah. Damn.
You'll be wearing a mind shield for a
Now that
while.
we've recovered the apparent product of the Blacksite facility, I imagine
Yeah.
it would take considerable time and resources.
At least when a sniper gets shaken, they're the least likely to get hit during a mission, but most likely to get a kill.
For a complete analysis immediately, Commander.
Fair enough.
Now seeing the inner workings of the